and welcome to Life of the Party, the Delphos Saga. I am Nyx, your DM. We are NyxRising. Are you ready to go?
Please. Yes, please.
Cue title sequence.
Let's go.
We catch up with our party, having returned to the Delphos Training Academy, where they investigated some leads that they found while they were out on their travels, taking them back to the Moor Colosseum, interacting with Orion, the Tiefling Gladiator, and discovering some interesting information about a group called the Brotherhood of the Griffin. From here, they headed back to school, where they were immediately confronted by Citra, Maze's mentor, who hurried them down to a private practice room where some of the other faculty were waiting to perform a ritual of sorts to uncover whether or not Maze truly had some sort of spirit attached to them. And the result was yes. They were immediately told that they couldn't continue with their final exam until this was sorted. The three of them were sent off to a place called Eras Minorix, a town further down south, where they were to seek out someone called Katelyn and ask for more information. We catch up with them now on the deck of a ship called the Orcadia, travelling with an Air Genasi, a Leonin, and some other crew members, making their way down south along the coast. Party. You are at sea. You have been watching the sun on the water, watching Erin turn into a speck on the distant horizon. Is there anything that you're doing?
Offering assistance if they need it around the ship.
Okay. They're mostly okay. There's 10 of them on the oars, and not much else to do.
Mm-hmm.
So they offer for you to just completely relax.
Nice.
Maze is going to excuse themselves below deck and basically say, whenever you guys want to come and talk, you're more than welcome to.
You want to go down?
Sure.
Yeah.
Straight away, it's fine.
Immediately.
Maze going below deck looks over their shoulder like, okay then.
We will follow you down below.
Cool. I guess we go find wherever our room is supposed to be.
There's not rooms. Luckily, it's quiet down here, but it is essentially just one long room full of hammocks and small storage spaces.
Just go sit on a hammock and wait for these guys to catch up.
Yeah, you catch up down there. The three of you can find your ways, position yourselves on a couple of hammocks, and give Maze time to speak.
Okay, so I mean, yesterday Icarus did us the courtesy of, talking about stuff, and I didn't want to say anything until I could be sure of what I was saying,
Mm-hmm.
But last night I spent a lot of time thinking, and it's becoming more and more obvious that whatever this might be, I just can't remember. I said before when we were on the road that, we used to go in haunted houses and stuff when we were kids back home. And I thought, maybe there was some truth to that, but that doesn't make any sense. Those stories are completely different to what Alexandra showed us yesterday, and the only thing I can think of is, not too long before my parents sent me to Erin in the first place, there's just kind of a gap. When you remember not remembering something.
Do you remember anything in particular leading up to it or afterwards?
I remember my friend Jiro said that we should go look for something in the woods. And I'm sure you guys have gathered, in Vishima,
Don't go in the woods.
you don't go in the woods. But for whatever reason, it was just really convincing, and I kind of wanted to go with him. So we did. And it didn't take long for both of us to get separated. Which is, I think, why I'm not a fan of getting lost, But after that, I just kind of I guess they just kind of found me somewhere in the woods.
So it's after you got separated that you can't remember anything?
Yeah. And then, like a month or two later, my parents told me I was going to go study on the mainland.
Had there been any discussion about that before?
Not really. I guess you could say I was kicking up a bit of a fuss before they sent me away, but
What kind of fuss?
I just not really a fan of how things are, I guess, governed over on the island, but small island, so people hear things. But yeah, that's literally the only thing I can think of where something weird might have happened.
Seeing the ghost for yourself yesterday, did that bring anything back to you?
Not really. I keep having these dreams about the people around a bonfire, but there's not enough to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's okay, you go.
Well, it's something, isn't it?
Yeah, it's about as honest as I can be with you guys, with what I know.
That's okay.
Yeah, that's understandable. Not to get grotesque, but it looked like it had been...
Eaten.
Yeah.
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 Are there like wild creatures, or is that why you're not told to, another reason you're told not to go into the woods?
I mean, everywhere's got monsters and stuff that are just kind of
Yeah, I guess.
wandering around. We have a few myths about spirits that will destroy you or devour you, but
Nothing out of the ordinary.
nothing that I can think to place. And
Okay.
yeah, nothing that folks don't have all over.
Well, hopefully, Calinthia?
Sure.
Is that right?
Kalifna.
Kalithna, god damn it. Kalith, there's no R-N. Well, hopefully Kalitha will have some answers for us.
Yeah, I hope so. More than anything, I just want to know why I can't remember something.
Yeah.
I'm not cool with that.
No. It must be frustrating.
Yeah. I'm frustrated. This has put a pause on our exams as well.
That's
Oh,
okay.
don't worry about it.
But this is more important. I'm just sorry that you didn't know anything about it before now. Like, you've gone through your whole Delphos career, like, having this and not knowing about it.
Yeah. I guess ignorance was bliss, but I suppose dealing with it's something.
Yeah, I mean, ignorance might be bliss, but at the same time, you've got no idea how it might have affected you.
I don't feel particularly affected aside from those aches and pains, but
Just think you've got through all those years of school with those aches and pains and you still managed to get through everything.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm good at what I do.
Well, I think that's pretty powerful of you.
Yeah.
Thanks. I appreciate you guys.
I appreciate you guys.
The feeling's mutual.
We should go enjoy the view a bit more.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah, I just wanted to do this in private.
No, sure. Like anything else that comes to you, like, you know where we are.
See if I have any more weird dreams.
You hear a creak on the steps coming down, like a first creak, not a creak of someone who's been listening in, but Io, the air genasi, comes down the steps, sees you across and is like, having fun down here?
Yeah.
Yeah, just discussing what we need to do when we get to our destination.
Oh, of course, privacy, I can...
No, that's
It's fine, we're done.
That's okay.
Picking hammocks.
I was just gonna grab some sweet wine, take it up top, if you wanted to join in.
Yeah.
Yes.
I will grab 2 bottles. hurries off down the other end to where they've got like a small store sort of area, and comes back out with 2 bottles of wine, pulls the cork out with their teeth, and carries them up to the top. Goes to the back of the boat, behind the Leonin who's sat in the chair, and there's a little sort of benched area at the back there. Just kicks up their feet, hands one of the wine bottles to you guys, pulls the cork out of the other one and sits back. I love to be at sea.
Yeah, me too.
I'm getting that feeling from you.
It's been a while though. Possible to you.
And you two? You comfortable?
Yeah, I think so. I was worried I wouldn't find my sea legs, but I think I'll be okay.
I mean, the last time I was on a boat, it was for quite some time, so 1 day's journey is fine.
Yeah, it'll be great.
It's a long road.
What about you? I haven't seen a Triton for a long time.
No, me neither.
Do much sailing?
Used to. I haven't really been on the water since, well, about 10 years.
Oh.
Maybe longer actually.
You have any good stories?
I got a few. Want to exchange?
I love a sea story.
Alright. Okay, one that stuck with me was, do you know how dolphins hunt?
In groups?
Yeah, in groups. So there'll be some at the back, some at the front to try and corral all the fish into one area. And we came across a school of these dolphins doing this. This gang of dolphins. So these dolphins were like jumping out of the water over and over again, just a spectacle either side of the boat for about 15-20 minutes as we went. And it was just weirdly peaceful watching these beautiful creatures doing that. It kind of just stuck with me.
Little moments like that you don't get anywhere except at sea.
No, you don't.
What about you? You got some fun stories?
I got plenty of fun stories. I've been at sea for about the 10 years you haven't been at sea.
Alright, so we tagged out.
But, okay, my best story. It's not even mine to tell, but I'll tell it anyway because I think it's far more interesting than any of mine. Have you ever heard of the Green Flash?
No.
I'd say you probably would have. It's
Is it the edge of the world?
some people say so. It's said that the last rays of sun setting over the horizon in the west, you can catch sight of a green flash of light just as the light disappears. Now some people say it's an optical illusion. Some people say it's a sign from Pebble. But other people say it's a gateway to a different world.
Wow.
Okay.
I was never inclined to believe such a thing like that till a friend of mine went there. Okay?
Went there?
Went there.
Spooky.
What did they find?
Well, he said his ship was caught in a storm and they got blown out west, far beyond the reaches of Caldera. It was impossible to navigate where they were going or which way was home. It seemed like the sun was all over the place in the sky until it started to set. And just as it dipped below the horizon line, flash of green light. And then they saw land. Just right there. It wasn't just any land. Strange land, full of bizarre folks. Magical folks who did magic unlike anything that you would have ever seen. He said there was blue trees and silver beaches. Places you just didn't seem to be able to walk away from, no matter how many times you tried to leave. They called it the Infinite Isles. And when my buddy did eventually leave, he sailed right back through that green light, and he was right back on the shores of Caldera, like he'd never strayed at all. He said he was only gone for a couple of days, but it had been nearly a year when he landed. Think what you want of it. But next time you're watching the sunset, Watch out for that green flash.
Very fantastical.
Maybe. There's plenty of unexplained things in the world.
And especially at sea.
Especially at sea.
I'm just wondering how he was able to leave. You said that it was the sort of place you couldn't leave if you tried, but he managed it.
He said every day he felt like he needed to stay another day. But every day that he stayed, he felt a little bit more resolved that he would try and leave. Until one day his feet were able to step off the sand and onto a boat. And he pushed himself back out to water, and then he was, free of their charm.
And he stayed on the Infinite Isle for a year, or stayed on the Infinite Isle for a few days and then came back and a year had passed?
That one. Stayed on the Infinite Isle for a few days. As many days as he could before he could leave. Maybe a week, he said.
And then he came back and a year had passed.
A year had passed since they set sail.
Wow. Well, time does work differently in different realms of existence.
True. So there you have it, a gateway.
That's really interesting.
Maybe if we watch the horizon tonight, we'll see it.
Maybe. Well, that topped my dolphin story, huh?
Yeah, you need better sea stories.
Apparently so.
You need to be at sea more.
Okay, maybe something will happen on this trip.
Maybe it
you'll-
will.
Yeah, maybe you'll have a new sea story.
Maybe.
But let's hope not. Let's hope for a nice, easy journey.
Please.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe we could just relax for a while.
I know, I like a bit of adventure.
The four of you relax, sip the sweet wine. The afternoon goes on, and for a while the wind picks up, and you see the oarmen pull the oars slightly back inside the boat and just let the wind carry them down the coast. Until one point, late afternoon, the Timonian, the Leonin, stands up from the seat, moves over to the side of the ship. It's like, speaking of dolphins, is that dolphins? Stares out into the water. You can point down to where he's trying to look, and you can see maybe like 40 or 50 feet from the ship, just something breaching along the surface.
Is it dolphins?
I would like to look very hard.
Make a perception check.
17.
17. You definitely see a tail shape, but focusing on it, you see a flash of colour that's definitely not grey.
That's not dolphins. Wrong color.
Well, what is it then?
Might just be some other sea serpent or something. Yes, everyone just keep your eyes open. But leave it be for now.
Yeah, sure it won't bother us. Oars out. You see the sailors stick the oars out the side again and just speed the boat up slightly. And then thud. Something hits the underside. While you're glancing over the side of the boat, you see a large fin protrude from the water and start moving alongside the boat and then dip down again.
What kind of fin?
Is there sharks in these waters?
Oh yeah, there's definitely sharks.
Did that look like a shark fin?
It looked like a shark fin.
Big sharks.
Or it could be.
Definitely could be. I mean, big sharks get everywhere, don't they? I always like peering right over the side of the boat in interest. You can still see the fin sort of dip in and out of the water. Thud. There's another heavy thud from under the boat.
That's more than one, huh?
Maybe.
Seems they've taken an interest in us.
Well, if the three of you need to head under deck, I'm sure we can try and take care of this if it gets nasty.
No, I don't think so.
If it gets nasty, we'd like to be here, I think.
Okay. Well, that's on you, not my liability.
You got any meat we can just throw overboard?
Looks at Timonian. Him?
No.
Would that really persuade them to leave, though?
It might just distract them.
The boat moves on a short while longer. And then you see one of the goblins who's at the front with one of the oars, just and just the oar just gets pulled out the side of the boat. So the other sailors grip onto their oars tighter.
Oars in.
Yeah, I think he's right. And start pulling the oars tight into the side of the boat. And then you feel 2 or 3 more thuds, and suddenly these creatures burst from the side of the boat, climbing up onto it. You see fish-like faces and humanoid limbs. I would like you to roll 25 to 20. 19 to 15.
15.
15. 14 to 10.
11.
Maze.
A 4. I rolled a natural 1.
Oh no.
Okay. What you got for me, Io?
Ayo.
You see this large creature. As its body comes out of the water, it's perhaps maybe 9 feet tall, with like green taut skin dripping wet, this fish-shaped face and a fin on the top of its head, nasty sharp teeth, and it's holding a trident as it climbs up on top.
Bad.
It's followed by 2 more slightly smaller ones, maybe 8 feet, and you see 2 more heads popping out of the water, different, humanoid, but black eyes and sharp teeth, and a glimmer of fish tails underneath them. And you see 2 shark fins circling in the water. The first guy.
Hello.
Oh no.
This creature, this large green creature with fins across its head, climbs up onto the side of the boat and immediately clocks who's closest, Icarus and Maze. Just like jabs towards Maze with the trident, and then is going to take a swipe with its claws at Icarus.
Okay. Got me shield, lads.
So the trident first. That's 21.
Yeah.
For 13 points of piercing damage.
I'll uncanny touch that.
Okay. Swinging its claws at Icarus. That's only a 10.
Cool.
On the first swipe. And the next one is a dirty 22.
Yeah, that one hit.
That one hits.
That one do be hitting to.
For 14 slashing damage.
Ooh.
Do be hitting different.
The 2 at the back approach closer. One of them is going to flank Icarus and the other one is going to go for Io.
Oh my god.
Well,
This is a lot.
everything's going off today.
First one is going to try and, at advantage now, use its spear to jab at Icarus's back. Oh, that's a natural 1 and a 5.
Oh,
Nice.
Cool.
And then try and swing its claws at you. That's a natural 1 and a 4!
My back is wilier than my front.
Fail.
The other one's going to try and attack Io. Yeah, that's a natural 2, and the other attack. Oh my god, that's a 9!
Whiff.
Oh, nice.
Okay, but
Whiffed it,
this
lads.
was complete whiff. In the water, you see the humanoid heads with pale skin and dark hair. They're just circling the boat for now.
Okay.
Sort of keeping themselves ready in the water. Icarus, you're up.
So Icarus is going to raise his holy weapon up and cast Call Lightning.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
So a 60-foot massive dark cloud will just emerge and like shadow over the area. And then with it, he's going to look forward, and in the 5-foot radius of these enemies in front of him, cast lightning bolt, like use the Call Lightning on them. So
Nice.
can they make a Dex 13 save for me? This is a concentration spell, by the way,
Okay.
and I'm casting it at 3rd level.
So, those 2.
Yep.
Okay. The first one, con save, is a 13.
Yeah, comes 13. Dex, sorry.
Oh, Dex save. So Dex, that's 12.
Cool.
And the second one on Dex is an 18.
Okay, so the first one fails, the second one succeeds but still gets half damage.
Okay.
So that's 3 d10s of lightning.
Yeah.
Oh, yay!
Yeah, it is.
That's what we like to hear.
Get back in there.
13.
13, so 13 for the first, and
6 for the other guy.
6 for the other guy. Where are you on my sheet? Ooh, okay. He looks roasty toasty.
Hell yeah.
The larger one takes the brunt of the damage, but still looks like he's shaking most of it off. The other one looks quite fried by the damage.
Just got to smirk and just bring my shield up against them like, hey.
Nice.
Drawing my sword.
Are you doing anything else as a bonus action?
Don't really have a bonus action. Because I've already cast a spell, so I can't cast a spiritual weapon.
Okay. Timoleon, still up on the back end of the boat. There's not much he can do from here. He's going to pull some darts out of small loops on his belt and just throw 3 of them at the enemy. NPC gets all the good rolls.
Yay!
Good.
I'm okay with that.
The ones that are on our side are alright.
Yeah. Okay. He flings his 3 darts out and they just stick. They're small, but they stick into the shoulders of the 3 creatures.
Nice.
Pandora.
She's gonna send 3 little scorching rays out to try and catch those darts on fire.
Nice.
So it's 3 separate rolls. One is a 21 to hit.
That hits.
One is a 15 to hit.
That hits.
And one is a 16 to hit.
Nice.
All of them hit.
Cool. So first guy takes 10 points of fire damage.
Nice.
Second takes 7 points of fire damage. And third takes 6 points of fire damage.
Nice. Okay. That first one still looks like he's shaking off the damage. The second one that you also hit with lightning, it just looks very meager already. It's just about holding itself up as these 3 rays sculpt out around you and just strike right where the darts did.
Nice.
And engulf them in flame for a moment.
I forgot about Thunderbolt Strike again, by the way.
Oh.
They just need to move 10 feet back.
It didn't happen on the turn though.
Yeah, you can describe it if you do it again. Pandora, are you doing anything else?
I'm just gonna stick where I am for a minute.
Okay.
Safe in the back for a minute.
Io.
Ew. Ew.
Io looks up and goes, ooh, this can be fun. Takes out from inside, like under their tunic, a boomerang.
Nice.
And just throws it down in the water towards one of the heads. It strikes across the temple, bounces off and comes flying back to their hand. And they grin in delight. Okay. Maze.
Cool. I'm gonna try and hit this big person in front of me.
Nice.
First attack. 15?
15 doesn't quite hit.
Doesn't quite hit. Okay. And then bonus action attack. Worse.
Oh no.
9.
Oh no.
Okay, as you move in, they are just flinching away from the spells and the darts and just miss with your strikes.
Cool.
You see the 2 shark fins in the water move rapidly towards the boat and strike it from both sides. Where they strike it, it turns the boat slightly, one at one end, one on the other side at the other end, turning the boat off course. I have the paintbrush and I will push.
Rock the boat, don't rock the boat, baby. Oh, the boat, don't tip the boat over. Shark
Oh, please don't tip the boat over.
Don't rock the boat over.
The boat itself, let me roll damage.
Oh no!
Oh no, not boat damage, please.
Yeah, it's fine. What's 2 sharks, wasn't it?
Oh no.
Okay, the big guy looks pretty annoyed to have climbed onto this ship. Shouts out a command in a language you don't understand. And you see the 2 heads in the water turn towards the boat. their eyes like quickly moving and darting up to where the crates are stacked up, like the merchants' crates and stuff are stacked up on the top of the ship. Is then going to try and use its trident this time against Icarus. Swings forward. Oh, that is only a 12.
Nice.
You knock it back with your shield, brings its claws out again, and tries to swipe your shield completely away. Rude. That is a 22.
That hits.
It pushes the shield, manages to claw underneath it.
Sure.
For 9 points of slashing damage.
Fabulous. Can it make a dex save for me?
That is a 9.
It fails. So I'm going to use my reaction to use Wrath of the Storm.
Okay.
So it will take 4 lightning damage.
Nice.
And I'm going to finally use Thunderbolt Strike, which means that it can get pushed 10 feet away from me.
Oh, okay. Right, big guy gets pushed 10 feet back.
Good.
I say geet.
Yeah.
So I keep forgetting about it. Every time I deal lightning damage, things should be pushed back away from me.
Nice. Okay, I will try and remember that in future when you're dealing lightning damage.
Me too.
The smaller ones, one of them is going to love the map being this far away.
Oh god.
Move forward.
No thank you, please.
Coming at Maze, who they feel threatened by because you have weapons.
Wow.
Bit rude.
Bit rude.
Make their first attack at you. That's a 22.
Boo.
As they move in to bite you with their nasty, jagged teeth.
Well, they shouldn't do that, really, should they?
Going down onto your shoulder and for 7 points of piercing damage.
That's okay.
And then going to try and strike you with their spear in the gut.
Rude. My tongue.
That's a 9.
No.
They do not.
Not today. Not my Tumby.
The other one who got struck by a scorching ray on the other side is going to push through.
Excuse you.
Squeeze through.
Can I take an opportunity attack?
No, because they're still in your range.
So you've used your reaction.
Oh yeah, never mind.
And go for Pandora, who threw the flames that did significant damage to them.
No.
First attack, trying to bite you.
Rude.
That's a 17.
Unfortunate.
Yeah.
Would shield help?
It would. I'm gonna use my reaction to cast shield.
Oh, that brings your AC up to
19 currently because I didn't state that I used mage armor. I should really state that she does that every day. Like if she's going out to do something, but I didn't on this occasion, so
Right.
yeah, that'll bring my AC up to 19.
Okay, 19 doesn't hit.
Cool.
Swings forward with its claws, frustrated as you throw up the shield and its teeth just clash against it. Tries to swing forward with its claws instead of its spear. That's a natural 1. Bounces off your shield and you just look at it like, no.
I don't think so.
The mermaids crawl up.
No.
No.
Curse.
Don't be doing that.
From that one.
Yeah, down
Where?
here, behind you and Maze.
Oh god, this is getting cramped.
It's getting crowded on this here merchant ship.
Party boat.
This is... Please. Thank you.
And the other one? There's one more in there.
Yep, at the front there.
Hello. There's a lot going on right now.
They speak again in a language you don't understand. Icarus, you have the faintest memory of hearing this language before. The first one pulls out a rapier, or at least it looks like a rapier. It looks to be made out of coral.
Oh.
His sword made of coral. You see now this like long, beautiful, multicolored tail trailing behind them as they drag themselves up onto the deck. And is going to swing for Timoleon. Doesn't hit with the first attack. Second one does. Okay. Next one's going to go in for Maze. Has advantage because they have an ally.
God, there's a lot going on here right now.
That still doesn't hit all the same.
Good.
Second attack. That is going to strike. For 9 piercing damage.
Uncanny dodge.
Uncanny dodge! And the third one going after. She's going to move forwards onto the deck. You can only move 10 feet out of water, so it's just going to be there for now. Icarus.
Hi. Heck. There's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on right now.
There is.
Do I go after the sharks or the ones on the boat with us?
Just get them! Get everything!
Okay. I don't want to hurt my allies. Okay. I will use my bonus action to summon my spiritual weapon.
Okay.
And use my spiritual weapon against the big boy.
Big boy, go for it.
The big boy. 20.
20
20.
hits. Dirty 20 hits.
Cool. So that is... Ooh! 8 on the dice, so 10 force damage.
Nice. It's now starting to look a bit rough.
Cool. So Lorcai's spiritual sword just goes across, slashes towards that guy, and then with my actual Lorcai sword, I will hit the one that's in between me and Maze. Or
Yeah, go for it.
That's an 18 on the dice.
That hits.
Yep. And that's a D6 plus 4 for 5 piercing damage.
5 piercing damage.
Yay!
The creature drops to the deck.
Nice.
Amazing.
Hit the deck.
And then I will. No, if I move, I'm going to get reaction against by those two, aren't I?
You already did?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'll stay where I am then.
Alright.
Just take a defensive stance towards these two fellas at the end.
Sure. Timoleon, now with a creature in range, is going to not take out another dart, but instead attack with both clawed hands.
Yeah!
He has the range.
Does he have the range?
The claw!
He's gonna maul him.
Okay. The mermaid manages to dodge out the way of 2 of them, but the third one strikes down. What is the damage on your claws? Alright. That is impressive. These claws do more than a short sword.
Wow.
Hello? Natural weapons, hell yeah.
We do love a natural weapon.
Maze is a natural weapon.
Okay. Just bam, bam, third claw slashes down the front of the mermaid's chest. It's already looking fairly rough.
Good.
Great.
Like fish skin splitting open at the front.
Fish skin.
Pandora.
She's gonna throw all caution to the wind. A sickly green lightning bolt will come out of her crystal to aim at the big guy.
Nice.
She's gonna cast Ray of Sickness at 3rd level.
Yeah.
Please don't let me down.
Oh god.
Please. Oh, cool. 23 to hit.
Nice! 23 hits.
That is 4d8s of poison damage.
Oh hell yeah!
23 points of poison damage. And,
Damn!
and can I make a Constitution saving throw?
I don't know if we can. Let's see. That is a 6.
Cool. He's poisoned.
Poisoned. Nice.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That means he has disadvantage on attacks.
Let me double check. So that's until the end of my next turn.
Nice.
Yeah, a disadvantage on attacking ability checks.
Nice.
Good job, Pandora!
The big guy is looking very, very rough now.
Good.
That was a massive strike, and you see that its body sags slightly, flagging in the battle.
Hell yeah.
Trying to bark an order in the same language you don't understand. It's not the same words the mermaids used. Okay, are you doing anything else? There's one close to you.
I'm gonna try my new dagger.
Alright.
Stab.
Bonus action dagger.
Pandora pulls her dagger out of her belt when she tucked it earlier.
Never done this before. Just to stick in with the dagger. Cool. So we'll go. Get it!
Pandora, what have you got?
No!
Yeah!
That's a 21 to hit.
21 hits.
For 5 points of piercing damage.
5 points of piercing damage.
Hell
Okay,
yeah.
you
Hell
see the
yeah.
mermaid that's just crawled onto the deck beside you, and you just pull the dagger out and quickly, in panic, stab it forward. No real skill behind it, and just drive it into its flesh. Nice. Okay. Io.
Ew.
Oh.
Ew.
I'm so sorry, we've done this, Angie.
Takes a look at the big one that you've just struck. Goes, oh yeah, I'm just gonna make this easier, and it's gonna try and cast Entangle. Strength saving throw. Okay. Yeah. Love a disadvantage as. Seeming to erupt out of the wood of the deck itself, these vines come up and just wrap around it and keep it restrained.
Nice.
Nice. Ain't going nowhere.
Maze.
So would I have advantage on him because he's restrained?
Restrained.
Restrained.
He is restrained.
Because he's restrained.
You do indeed.
Yeah, screw the opportunity attacks, I'm going after the big man.
Okay. The mermaid will try and hit you with the rapier. That's only a 14.
Yeah, my AC is 16 though.
Nice. 16?
Well, it's a 15 with studded leather and I'm wielding 2 swords, so it's a 16.
Yes, it is. Great. And then the other creature was down. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. I will take an attack with opportunity. With opportunity, with advantage. Come back.
Betray.
Yeah, that's a natural 18 on the dice.
Nice, that hits.
For snack attack. 20 points of damage.
Down
yeah.
it goes.
Nice.
Where
Goodbye.
this huge creature can't move its limbs, seems to be flagging from the poison. Maze runs in and essentially just slices both swords through the creature.
Go Mace!
Cool.
And cuts it down in one.
And yeah, I don't think I've got enough movement to get back and do my bonus action attack against someone else, or
You've got about enough movement to get to this fell at the moment.
You moved 15 feet.
yeah, if I've got enough movement, I'll go take my bonus action attack.
Cool.
Cool.
Ooh.
It's a natural one.
Never mind.
You're doing me dirty today.
Just really muffled.
Every time.
You run up and the mermaid turns its face towards you and you see that pale face and black eyes and falter for a
I'm
moment.
just like, ugh.
Gross.
The sharks slam into the side of the ship again.
Need to do them. Yeah.
Okay.
Call lightning on the sharks.
That's what I want to.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to do one at a time.
You note that without the oars going and with the sharks changing its direction, it's like starting to float off course now.
We can deal with that after.
Later.
The remaining other fishman, who is next to Pandora, is going to try and basically grabs one of the crates and just throws it overboard first.
What's in the crates? What's in the crates, precious?
That's going to be their action interacting with an object, so is basically just going to, like, you see them grab the crate, throw it overboard, and then lean over the side and stare down at the shark. That's all you see them do. The mermaid that just intimidated Maze takes out another coral created sword and swings at you. That's a 7. And in which case just like hisses at you loudly and tries to strike with its nails. That is an 18.
Yes.
18 hits. The nails like rake across your skin, and you're going to take just 5 piercing damage. But can you make a Constitution saving throw?
Okay, I'll uncanny dodge the piercing damage then to 2.
Yeah.
See what my consequence is. You're doing me dirty today. You can be. You, red dice.
A natural 1. You feel something quickly seeping through the wound, and you are unable to move.
Oh no.
It then, with you unable to move, keeps moving forwards towards more of the merchandise on the ship. The other one, engaged in combat with Timoleon, is trying to swing at him with the rapier. That one's going to hit, and the second one, that one isn't going to hit, so the first one. Okay. And the third one, Pandora, having just stabbed it with a knife, is just going to hiss towards you and try and swipe at you with its rapier. 1 hit. 2 hits. Both of them way over 19. Okay.
This is fine.
For a total of between the two of them, a total of 14 damage. 14 piercing damage.
Owie.
Just this sharp coral rakes across your skin. Icarus.
Okay. Bonus action, send my spirit weapon after this mermaid, and action, use my sword on that one in front of Pandora.
Okay.
So, spirit weapon first. Ooh, probably not. 10. No, 8, 12.
12 hits.
Oh, yay. Cool. 86. No. Yeah, it is a D8.
Then that's only a 10 to hit.
That's a 10 to hit. Yeah. Sorry, 10 to hit.
10 doesn't hit.
Okay, so the spiritual weapon will miss the mermaid.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'll use my actual sword attack and then whip it because I got a 2 on the dice.
Oh no.
So that's only 9.
Your spiritual weapon swings out and the mermaid just ducks out of the way and hisses at you in this same language that doesn't quite register in your mind. And then you slightly blindsided swing but miss with the other weapon. Timoleon engaged in combat with the mermaid.
Timoleon is engaged.
With his claws 3 times over. One of them misses, but 2 of them hit.
Yay!
Get him.
Oh, you just see that mermaid crumple down to the ground.
Good.
Nice.
Claw attack after claw attack, just boom, boom, boom. The mermaid kicks it off the side of the ship and turns to the rest of you.
Kitty wants a fishy.
Pandora.
She is going to come around these guys a bit more gracefully than this because there's no space in here. And cast Burning Hands at these two.
Nice.
Clap my hands together and throw fire out. Can they both make dex saving throws, please? The save is 14.
Let's see if they can. Okay, first one makes it. Second one, that's a natural 1.
Cool. So that is. Oh, cool. 13 points of fire damage to the one who failed, and then 6 to the one who succeeded.
Okay.
Good job.
And for her bonus action is gonna use her dagger again, like stab at the same mermaid she stabbed before.
Nice.
Get him! Hang on, burning hands. So with her new little funky blade.
Nice.
Say 23 to hit.
Nice, that hits.
This dagger's just like, I will stab.
For 7 points of piercing damage.
Okay, the mermaid goes down.
Yeah.
One of us is doing damage this time.
Obviously.
Yeah, you, in the wake of your flames, swing out the dagger again and just drive it into the mermaid, almost blindly because you've got no idea what you're doing with the dagger.
I don't know what I'm doing.
And just strike it straight in the heart. You hear, you swear, like, not in your head or from anywhere around you, but just like a slight song in the air around you.
Don't like that.
And the mermaid drops down to the ground. The other one is looking very rough. Very, very rough after the scorching rain.
Cool.
Io.
Go on, Io.
Having just watched Maze take down the big guy who is entangled, is going to try and entangle again.
Get him.
Going to try and get the mermaid that you failed to strike with your spiritual weapon. Okay, so that's a strength save. Don't think the 10's going to make the save. Tis not indeed. Again, these same vines seem to like travel across the deck and move up around the mermaid, just trapping its tail and its arms down onto the boat.
Get him.
Maze, you feel the poison seeping away at the end of your turn. Essentially, you come out of the paralysis without a save at the end of your turn.
Cool. So I guess I just stay put.
Yeah.
Let's go.
The two sharks, one of them rams its body into the boat.
I don't like it.
The other one, you see its jaw close around the crate that has been thrown overboard, and it starts swimming down, disappears out of view.
No!
Crime sharks.
And Io just glancing over the side. They're taking our merchandise.
I thought they're loan sharks. They're here to collect.
Last little fish man is gonna try and weakly swing at Pandora on his last legs. Claws in first. That's a 10. And then that's a 13.
My armor class is 14.
Nice.
Yeah.
Just feebly shuffling towards you after being spectacularly burned. It's starting to smell a bit like cooked fish here on board. Swings at you with its claws, and then again, you just sort of just duck out of it very easily. The moment it's entangled, I think it can try and save on its turn. Let me check. Can use its action to make a strength check. That's a 7. Nope. Icarus.
I should have been rolling for when I got damaged in the last turn.
Okay.
I should have rolled a concentration spell for my big cloud above me.
Right.
So I'm going to do that now.
Yeah. See if it's still up.
Please.
So like, what do you have to roll for a concentration?
It has to
spell?
be
It's a concentration
More than
save.
half the damage you took.
more than half the damage. So you took was it 14 points?
Potentially.
So you
Just
took
more
more than
than
7.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, so it's still up.
Cloud's still up.
Cool. So with my action, I'm going to use the lightning from the cloud at the shark in the water.
Okay.
So can it please make me the save?
Save.
Dex 13.
It's a dirty 20, but it still gets
Still
half.
half. Okay, so if it's half, I will just use my channel divinity to make that the full damage. So it would take 15.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Because obviously if it takes half, then
Yeah.
full damage would be 30.
Lightning cracks down from the cloud above you and just strikes the shark straight across the back. You see an instant burn mark from the lightning.
And it gets pushed 10 feet back because of my thunderbolt strike.
Hogarth shark.
Get out of here.
And bonus action, my spiritual weapon, which is still up, is going to swing out at the mermaid.
Nice. At advantage because it's restrained.
Restrained.
You are considered
Restrained.
Great. 11.
11 doesn't hit, I'm afraid.
Oh,
I saw that one pause on a crit before it rolled over.
so rude. Cool.
Well, Timonian's going to take out a few more darts and hurl them all like a shark. That's our merchandise, damn it!
What merchandise is this?
Okay, I believe all of those are going to hit. Very exciting, D4, love a dart.
Oh man.
He's doing what he can.
What he can.
Just want to get wet.
Yeah, he's a cat.
Okay.
Some cats like
Yeah.
Yapped it.
Well, Pandora.
Come on in.
She's gonna throw a fireball at the mermaid, the one towards the back of the ship.
Okay.
That's a 22.
That hits.
Sweet. 2d10s of fire damage.
Oh.
18 fire damage.
The mermaid burns up as do the vines wrapped around it.
Get out of here. Hell yeah. We need to get those sharks!
Okay. Ayo! You shout that you need to get the sharks, and I was like, I hear you, runs over to the opposite side of the ship where the shark is in the water. No, it doesn't. Come on, paintbrush.
Oh my god.
They run to the side of the boat, jump up onto it, and then just off the edge of the boat. And once they're in the air over it, just cast a thunder wave down into the water.
Yeet. Absolute monarch.
Shark needs to make a dex save, I think.
How dexterous is this shark? It was dexterous for
No,
my...
it's a con save. Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
How constitute is the shark?
That's a massive fail.
Ooh.
Nice.
Oh, okay. You see this like a wave of thunderous energy hit the water and send the water in massive ripples outwards. The shark right in the middle of the strike. It starts sort of swimming in slight circles like a goldfish does when the swim bladder's gone. Io drops down into the water and is laughing as they do. They're starting to swim back towards the boat. Maze.
I would also like to hop up on the side of the deck.
Okay.
Locate the shark and use my bonus action insightful fighting.
Okay.
So
Deception check for the shark.
that's a 19 for me.
Yeah, you definitely pick the shark.
Okay. And then I will pull out my hand crossbow and fire at it.
Nice.
So
12.
12 is the AC.
Yay! I'm doing something!
Yay!
Oh god. I'm too stressed. Okay, so 18 points of damage.
18 points of damage. The crossbow bolt goes straight into the shark's face.
Hey!
And it just sinks down below the waves. It had like turned and clocked Io in the water and then just popped straight to the face.
Bolt to the head.
Get back towards the ship, Io.
You don't see the other shark resurface,
Okay.
That's concerning.
leaving just this one fish man on the deck. He's going to shuffle towards Pandora again and just with its spear try and just jab at you. That's a 12. And a second time with its teeth, giving up on the spear, just dropping it to its side, just
Chomp.
That's a 17.
That'll hit.
Okay. Nasty sharp teeth like glass shards dig into your arm. You take 1 point of piercing.
Ow!
No, sorry, 2. It's a 1d4 plus 1. Okay. 2 points of piercing damage. Icarus.
Action, a bonus action on the one that just bit with my spiritual weapon. Oh my goodness!
Wow.
Nope, that was a 3 on the dice, so no.
Okay, great.
This is crime. This is crime. And just try it with my sword.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, 18 on the dice and plus 7. So
That hits.
for 8 slashing damage.
You have the floor.
Oh! So, Icarus is just gonna like run past Pandora and this thing that just bit at her. Slash like that as he runs past to take its head off, and then just jump into the water to have a look-see-loo around.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
just over the side of it.
Pandora, the head is almost still attached to you as Icarus takes it off. And just dives past you into the water, and we are out of initiative.
Oh boy. Wait!
Big sea
Well done,
encounter.
guys. Well done, lads. Icarus, you breach the surface of the water and sink down, open your eyes beneath the boat. You can see a few rough marks and scuffs and things from where the sharks were hitting the hull, but nothing that looks immediately dangerous or damaging to the state of the ship.
Can I see where the shark went? Like, is it... How
It's
far?
long gone.
Okay. I'll just pop my head back up over the water and just... Other one's gone. Ship took some damage.
What did it take exactly?
Timoleon sits back down in the seat. Just looking over the crates. I think that's some tea, some textiles. Nothing of particular importance, just things we were carrying.
Did we believe him that it wasn't anything important?
Make an insight check.
Icarus don't trust no one, you should know this. It's an 18 on the dice, so he told me 23.
Yeah, he doesn't try and avoid your eye contact. He looks very disappointed, but he doesn't look worried.
Okay.
That's so weird that they would just take a crate of tea.
I feel like they're probably trying to take more than that.
I'm probably looking for supplies that they could raid or stuff to sell on, I don't know.
No one took it down to the depths as far as I could tell. Did anyone know what they were saying?
No.
Didn't speak any of those languages.
No. It sounded familiar, but... I don't know.
Well, I guess your trip was not quite as peaceful as you were hoping for. I'm sorry about that.
You have to go jinx it.
Like, climbing back onto the deck, soaking wet, like,
Said I was up for a little adventure, so that was nice.
And now we got a new boat story.
Yes.
And pulled myself back onto the ship.
yeah, new boat stories for everyone. And hopefully the rest of the trip will be relaxing.
Yeah. Should we take a break?
Yeah, that'd be good.
Get our strength back.
We'll get back on course.
Take a breather.
One oar down. See, Io then goes and swaps out with the other goblin to sort of give them a break and take a turn, put a bit more force in that one remaining oar on that side of the boat. Maybe you guys could take a short rest.
If you drop the sails, I can fill them up for a little bit.
Sounds good. Timoleon.
Alright.
Get the sails down.
I will use my gust of wind.
Nice. How long does that last?
1 minute.
Gets you back on course as they, with the remaining oars, just maneuver the ship around until it's heading back towards the coastline where it's blown like quite a way off course. And you let out your gust of wind straight into the sails, and for the next minute the boat moves rapidly back to the course that it was on.
Nice.
Thanks, that's a neat trick.
Thanks. It's always been pretty handy.
Right.
You should use your
Short rest.
rest. I'm going to use my arcane recovery to get a few spell slots back.
Chill. Right.
I was do you want to like thingy with your dagger?
Yeah, short rest first because you can't
Yeah.
attune, and a short rest, and then after we've recovered a little bit, I will attune to my dagger.
Nice. You concentrate, sit down with it, stroke your fingers across the runes on the top of the dagger, and feel it, and you attune. Yes. You feel a beautiful connection, and you do feel like you do hear that quiet melodic tune coming from behind you. You look around, you can't see anything.
Is that from you?
Like, you get the feeling that it is.
That's real cool. Yeah, just sit and vibe with it for a while.
Okay. Is anyone else doing anything?
Keeping an eye on the water as we go.
Yeah, same. Also just kind of trying to enjoy the scenery a little bit, what we can see.
Yeah. As you move back towards the coastline and back on course, make a perception check.
13.
Nope. 6.
13. You don't see anything else dangerous. As you're watching the water for a while, you think you see something else moving, but then you realise in a few moments this time it is a dolphin. You see the occasional dolphin cresting out of the water, swimming alongside the boat for quite long stretches as you cruise over the bright blue ocean. You pass white sandy beaches, secluded bays surrounded by pine tree covered cliffs, picturesque small harbour towns of white and pastel, and quaint rustic hamlets on the cliff top. Your shoulders are warmed by the sun until it's almost too warm to sit up on deck.
Pandora's gonna bask.
Yeah, she is.
Pandora basks on one of the benches, lays out. Icarus, you find a shady spot where the sail is throwing some shade over the rest of the deck.
Specifically where like the water would be spraying up at the front of the boat.
Yeah. Bits of seawater spraying up over the bow of the boat, cooling you down slightly.
Trying to figure out why I recognized words, but not that they were not the actual words, but that they were words.
Okay. Make an intelligence check.
Okay. 13.
13. It doesn't feel like something you've forgotten, but something perhaps in such a distant memory that you have no real grasp of the memory anymore. Just a language spoken or perhaps sung to you once when you were very young.
Face in the spray.
Slowly the sailors sort of pick up again and carry on with their sea shanties as they're sailing. Spirits pick up, a bit more wine is passed around, and the boat cruises on until the sun starts to set. You see Io pass over the oar duties again, run out to watch the sunset leaning on the side of the boat, but there's no green flash. And the sun goes down. The crew pull out rations, put together a small meal and share it between them, share it with you. And is anyone else doing anything for the evening? Otherwise, you have a nice quiet evening on the boat.
We'll have a nice quiet evening on the boat.
It's been a day.
You make your way down below decks once the sun's completely gone and everyone's relaxed for the evening. People rest, but a few stay out to make sure the boat stays on course while the others sleep. And you find yourself in comfy hammocks strung across the inside of the boat with half a dozen other sailors. Icarus is comfortably familiar. And the boat sways you slowly to sleep in the hammocks. You sleep peacefully through the night. You wake to the sound of seagulls overhead and the smell of someone cooking breakfast on the deck.
Seagulls mean lands close by.
I said we'd be there about lunchtime, right?
Yeah.
It's good to know.
Yeah. Okay, there.
Let's go eat. Did you guys sleep okay? How'd you find your first night on a boat?
It was better than I thought it would be, actually. It kind of rocks you to sleep.
Yeah, it's peaceful, huh? Come on, let's eat.
Head up to the deck, have a nice hearty breakfast of like fried potatoes and fried fish.
Nice.
They're passing around more ale and wine already, but there's also like water for people who don't want to be drinking wine at sunrise.
Please.
And the morning continues on. In a few more hours, you spot, nestled at the base of a hill on one small curve of land, surrounded by the stunning blue of the Western Ocean, a tiny hamlet of white houses that make up Eras Minorix. You can see as you approach, the village is overlooked by the ruins of some sort of stronghold, perhaps the era of the Great War, and you can see a temple up there as well. As you glide into the harbour, you can see a pebble beach on the marina, and at the jetty you can see a line of traditional tavernas and terraces. Idyllic doesn't even begin to describe the view of this tiny town, and you find a space to nestle in and dock between small fishing boats and other merchant ships. Immediately, you can see that the town is filled with stalls and colourful flags lining the outside of the buildings, the people in the streets moving excitedly. The atmosphere here is brimming with joy, kids running about your feet as you climb out onto the deck, their faces painted like clowns.
Clowns or clouds?
Clouds.
Good.
Clouds. Not clowns.
Good.
Yeah, I was like, that's uncomfortable. Let's turn around and leave.
It is a silly place.
Something going on here?
Like a festival or?
I have no idea. But this is your destination.
Yeah, thank you.
We'll be moving on down the coast to peddle our wares, but we might see you again.
Yeah.
I would like to get back, so...
Yeah, the school said that you could probably secure passage for any ship back, but we may see you on the way back.
Okay.
If you don't take too long.
That would be nice.
Stay safe.
You too.
May Cord guide you.
And you. See the three of you.
Yeah, seeing you.
And they wave you off into the town of Eras Minorix.
Okay.
You walk into the town and you see more and more of these festival stalls and bright coloured flags, people in bright clothing. Everyone's looking very chipper, moving around, setting things up, setting out through the town square, like a long table for dozens and dozens of people to sit at.
Hey, what's going on? We just arrived.
You stop a male dwarf who's carrying a bunch of like fabric all wrapped up, more colourful flags on top of it. It's like, oh, it's the festival de Cord.
Really?
Yeah, one every turn of the season.
Sounds like your kind of thing.
Would Bombi going on back in Erin as well, or?
Nope. The dwarf is able to tell you that this is a local festival. They're celebrating the power of storms and thanking the storm goddess for allowing their fishermen to stay safe all year round.
Oh.
It's Cordy Gras.
Get out here! 500 gold fine!
Cordy Gras, you learn, is a local tradition and a bit of a rivalry between the towns of Eras Minorix and Eras Minorix, which is the larger one further inland.
Ugh, those guys.
God's sake.
The only thing Majorix about them is how they're so much of a buzzkill.
Chase knows all about this, right?
I've been there, I've lived it.
Welcome to Cordy Gras.
Thanks.
Hangs some colourful beads around your wrists if you let them.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Enjoy yourselves and hurries on.
Cordy Gras.
Cordy Gras.
It's certainly.
Really?
We don't do this in Erin. This is certainly a title.
Are you gonna bring it back to Erin?
I mean, maybe.
With a slightly improved title?
Please.
Let's enjoy it. This might be fun.
Yeah, sure.
We should also try and find where we need to be going.
Yeah, of course.
Leave now.
Yeah, we can do that. But whilst we're here, we might as well, relax. I don't think we've had actually a chance to do that properly.
Pandora's like concealing I need to do my exams. I need to do my exams.
Mace sees this in your eyes and nods at you like,
It's like not wanting to be a buzzkill, but also like we've got stuff to do. We're not here to party.
I mean, there's some pretty important stuff at risk here. We can enjoy it after we've dealt with
We gotta deal with things first, and then we'll do this. There's no rush to get back.
A small elven child runs up to you with a basket. Their face is painted like storm clouds with little lightning bolts painted down it. And you, as soon as you look at them and you look at the face paint, you get the feeling that the face paint itself is like emanating their joy. And they hold up a woven basket to you. They're like, food?
Well, thank you.
No, food.
Oh.
Yeah. Give them some of my rations.
Thank you! And then goes running off. As you look around, you see several more children doing this, knocking on doors of houses, holding up their baskets and asking for food.
We don't have that much rations.
No, we don't.
No, we don't.
But we can try and do what we can. Let's try and find where we need to go.
Let's ask around.
Yeah. As you walk through the centre of town, you see stalls selling crystal jewellery. You see a face painting stall. You see an open bar.
Full of bar.
You see someone with canvas stretched across an easel doing caricature paintings of people at the festival. Someone selling knitted blankets and homemade chitons. You see different food stalls and delicacies, a hog roast, fried octopus, freshly cooked fish. You see 2 sort of made up cots with people laying on them, and 2 beautiful satyr girls giving them massages.
First of all, I'm gonna go get some fried octopus to munch on because that's delicious.
Hog roast.
You also see a stall selling wooden lion and ram statues that, and as you glance at them, you notice the lion looked quite a lot like the one that you saw in the cage, like long, fleecy mane. You see signs for donkey rides on the beach, a 3-legged race, and a shark steak eating contest.
I could do that.
That sounds awesome.
I could do that.
I could do that. We should do that.
We should do it, Pandora.
Later.
Later, okay. This is just really exciting.
I know,
Yeah, I know, but like we got stuff to do.
Ghost, exams,
Yeah.
focus.
Yeah. Goes first, then this, then the exams when we get back.
Okay, what are you doing?
Asking around for how to find
Katelyn.
Okay, you walk through the square, asking several people, and quite a few people shaking their heads in confusion at the name Katelyn. As you approach the centre, which has like a statue in the middle of it in the centre of the town square, you do see a human bard playing. She looks to be in her 30s, little curvy, about 5'6", dark skin and brown eyes, and black natural hair worn in box braids that reach all the way down to her thighs.
Dang.
She's wearing a short pink peplos pinned at the shoulders, and shiny metal brooches belted at the waist with simple leather sandals. Is playing a kithara on her left hip and singing. Well, singing more like theatrically rhyming. You catch the end of one of her rhymes as she sings, "A nymph, one of peace's proponents, never flights but seduces opponents. Their violence she quell, as if using a spell. You should see her material components." She sort of does a big bow. A couple of people flick some coins into a hat she has laying on the floor, and then she clears her throat and goes, "Did I hear you were looking for someone?
Katelyn?
Might be able to give you some information for the right price."
What kind of price?
Couple of gold. If not, don't worry about it. I've got plenty of music to be playing.
Do we sort of trust what she's saying? Like, that she's going to give us good information, or is she just trying to, like, swindle us?
Make an insight check.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. She definitely looks like she knows something. You have no further idea of what she might know, but thus far you've had no luck with anybody else.
It's true. Okay. Sure.
Yeah?
Toss 2 gold in her hat.
Thank you very much. So, Katelyn,
Yes.
Yeah.
you're going to want to head up into the hills at first light. It's 3 peaks from here, heading directly south. And you're looking for large stone ruins, an obelisk in the centre.
Okay.
So we can't go until tomorrow.
I mean, you could head there earlier, but who wants to spend the night in the woods, honestly?
So I guess you're right, we can relax and... Don't be so pleased about it, Icarus.
Oh yeah, well come on!
I know. Oh, thank you for the information. What's your name?
It's Euphrasia.
Euphrasia.
Nice to meet you, Fraser.
Yeah.
Euphrasia Kitharoidus, she tells you, and then strums her kithara a few times.
Plays Druid Sandstorm.
Thank you for the information, that's incredibly helpful.
No problem.
Anything else from around this area? you want to share?
Not really, not without paying some more.
Yeah. Like a gold.
Well, you're looking for a centaur.
Katelyn is a centaur?
Ah, didn't think you knew that one. Katelyn is a centaur.
Okay.
Good to know.
Easy to spot.
Also, you won't find him, he'll find you.
Ominous.
Very.
But good to know. You've had experiences with him before?
No,
You just know things.
I just know things.
Bards tend to just know things.
Thank you. That's a compliment, basically. Three of you are down here from Erin then, first time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I can tell. I've seen another few students from Delphos Academy pass through here recently.
Oh yeah?
Already?
Yeah, not heading down into the same hills, just said they were working on some sort of contract.
What do they look
Oh.
like?
So she describes a fire genasi with dark ashen skin and cracks of reddish orange light shining through it. You don't know them, you don't know her by name, Icarus,
No.
but you do recognise that as a student in Domus Virtus. A soft-featured and slender-looking female half-elf who's very short with red hair. The three of you don't recognise the sound of them. And a hobgoblin about 5'9", very athletic, with an undercut, carrying a bird. Maze, you immediately recognise this as Theron, who is a gender-fluid hobgoblin in Kalidas, same year as you.
Oh, Theron's group.
Okay, you know them?
Yeah, they're in my class.
Okay. So maybe we'll run into them.
Maybe, yeah. That'd be nice.
Suppose there's that many contracts going out, then it makes sense we run into someone eventually.
Yeah, exactly.
Were there any contracts in this way when we spoke to Sebastilost?
No.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so they took it before or
Mhm.
after?
Well, I've got more music to be playing, unless you have more questions.
No.
You go ahead.
Thanks for the info. Enjoy your playing. It's very nice.
Thank you. Really appreciate that.
That's good atmosphere.
She sort of flicks her hair and pulls the guitar up quite theatrically again, and just strum, 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 and launches into another song. You listen for a few bars of the lyrics, and you realise this is a song about the gladiators, and it's massively over dramatized, talking about things that they've done in the arena, but as if they're fighting titans.
Hell yeah. Toss a 5 silver for that one.
Love this song.
I love this song.
All right.
Cool.
What are you doing?
Do you want to go to the steak eating contest?
Yeah, I want to do the steak eating contest. We should definitely get massages. Do you want to get a massage?
Yes,
Do you
and
want to
then
get a massage?
I guess if we're not going right now.
Yeah, we're not going right now.
Yeah.
Then
Massage.
Massage.
Contest.
Contest. I want to have hog roast.
Oh, gross, does sound good.
I want more octopus.
The face paint, why not?
Let's start with all that.
Let's start with massages, so we're nice and loose.
Nice and loose. Okay.
Take me to the sexy status.
Oh, Satus.
Say to potty bus. Say to potty bus.
The two of them, you realise as you approach, are absolutely, most definitely twins. They have exactly the same, like, sun-kissed skin and freckles. Blonde hair in two plaits hanging down, and, like, you realise it's not a flower crown, but, like, a wreath of dried seaweed made into a flower crown shape. They're wearing sort of loose cropped tops around the top, and then they just have their
Goats.
fluffy satyr legs.
No tail.
No.
Hi. Hi.
Are you here for massages?
Yeah.
Please.
I'm Sasu,
Sasu, nice to meet you.
and I'm Troke.
Trump. Icarus, we're from Delphos.
More Delphos students, nice to meet you.
What's the names again?
Sasu, S-A-S-U, and Troke, T-R-O-K-E. Spelled exactly how you'd think they were spelled.
How much?
2 silver per person.
Yeah.
Yeah. Done. Yeah, consider that done. Here you go.
Okay. If you want to strip down,
Sure.
just to your waist.
Sure.
Only if you're comfortable, but lay down on the table.
Okay.
Oh, we need to do it first.
Don't worry. We can both sort you out later.
Pandora blushes.
Sassy comes over to you. She's very smiling. And she cracks her knuckles, pours some oil over her hands, and starts rubbing it over your back.
Nice.
She puts particular work into the tension of your spine. It's like, oh, you've been very stressed, haven't you?
Yeah, a little bit. Careful of the gills, though. They're really sensitive.
Oh, sorry. Her hand brushes across them. Sorry.
Cruelty.
Choke lays you down, looks at you rather intensely. It's like, oils up her hands. Okay, I can already see how much tension you have in your shoulders.
Yes.
Please.
Massaging the coast!
Hands through, slight moment of pause, and then gives you a really deep massage in the shoulders. The sort that makes you just like, ooh, ah.
Kind of hurts before it feels better.
Yeah. It's like, and then something cracks, and it's like, oh, that feels good.
Finally.
Hell yeah.
The two of you get back up off the tables, like slightly dazed, very pleased, very relaxed. And the 2 girls look at Pandora.
Blushes again.
2 silver.
2 silver.
It is so worth it, Pandora.
Oh, yeah.
I've never massaged a tiefling before. I know, isn't it exciting?
I've never been massaged by a satyr before, let alone 2 satyrs at once. She gives them the money, like, avoiding their eyes a bit.
Do you want to strip down? We can't use the oils otherwise.
Look away!
But both of them just hold up a blanket so that the 2 of you can't look.
Okay. We're not looking. Yeah, we weren't looking.
We'll let you lay down on the table.
Yeah.
We're respectfully looking away.
Looking away.
I lay you down on the table, and then you feel 4 hands working across your back. You need to relax. If you don't relax, you're never going to be able to work that tension out.
Are you saying I'm uptight? I'm not uptight!
There's 2 hands like working on your shoulder, and one of them go up and down your spine. Like one of them giggles as they take a glance at where your tail connects. Like, oh, so cute. And you realise they have the little tails of their own that are like,
Yeah.
excitedly wagging. And your massage lasts as long as the other 2, but with 4 hands working over you until, even though you're tense at first and sort of uptight about it, eventually you're just drooping into the bed like, oh yeah.
Falls into like a half sleep.
I mean, okay, you're done.
What?
Been better?
Yeah. Get stressed. Okay, let's go. Thank you.
May Court be with you.
And with you.
And with you.
Winks at you.
Ooh.
Looks back.
Oh.
We'll be around all day if you want to see us later.
So will we.
Sure. Okay, let's go. Eat some shark.
Yeah. Yeah. Which one was that winked?
Sasu.
Ooh. Let's go.
What are you writing?
What does it say?
Sassy has been underlined and it says, set up with maze.
Icarus, you monster!
Icarus is Cupid.
Yeah. Icarus is just Thor. He's just like, I want everyone to have a relationship. I'm gonna set all y'all up.
In your comfy days, you take a stroll through the rest of the stalls, glancing over as people shout out. More beads are hung around your neck. You look down at them now and they're colourful, but they look like they've got like bolts of lightning sort of striking through them.
Oh yeah.
I wish I had my robes with me.
You didn't know.
You see a store selling festival masks. No one's wearing masks yet, but there are dozens of different masks. Like, they sort of look almost like, some of them like storm clouds with lightning bolts going up the side of them. Some of them sort of like fish faces with fins wrapping around the back of the head. And then these crowns of dried seaweed as well for like 2 copper piece each.
Well, festival masks. Just kind of like stuff that we did at home.
Yeah?
Yeah, you wear a monster mask and play it being a monster so that they won't come and get you.
We should get one.
Sure.
I've got to go investigate masks. You want to have a crown or a mask?
The crowns are pretty cute.
Yeah.
Alright.
The sailors wearing them were pretty cute too.
Yeah.
You see a fair-faced elf at the mask and seaweed crown stall, wearing a fine tunic and thick copper hair and green eyes. Like, can I interest you?
Yeah,
Yes.
sure. Just need to see what kind of masks you got.
Okay. Well, you see various different masks. Some of them are like animal, all of them very simple and quite not cute, but none of these masks are like intimidating in any capacity.
I want the ugliest mask they have.
Okay, the ugliest mask they have, I reckon you can probably find a Kotobel Plus mask.
Oh my god! It's our friend.
Oh, it is!
I miss him already.
How much?
I don't miss the stick.
2 copper pieces.
Okay. I'm gonna buy a stinky cow mask.
Everyone will be donning them tonight at the feast.
Feast?
You're not local.
No.
The children, you see them collecting food. They'll be collecting food all day from the different houses, and then everyone will cook it together tonight. And eat it at the big table in the centre.
That's really
I
nice.
feel bad that we just gave them our rations, so we had.
Everything helps.
It's cute.
Your mask. What are you after?
I want to go for like the most. I guess majestic isn't the word, but like the most cordy, lightning-y.
Yeah, you can find one that's like clouds that sort of wrap around almost like in a crown with lightning that goes back over your ears.
Nice.
And then like a sort of ethereal looking face.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
And for yourself?
A seaweed crown, please.
We can absolutely do you a seaweed crown. And you see, instead of, there's like a couple out on the table, but instead the elf gets up with like reams of dried seaweed and is like, can I?
Sure.
And in a matter of minutes just fashions one that fits perfectly around your head and your horns, decorated with like little, they're not quite flowers, you're not quite sure what they are, but you look a little closer and like barnacles essentially through the seaweed.
That's really cool.
Yeah, then you've got this seaweed crown that just wraps under your horns easily.
Thanks.
Of course.
Thanks.
That's really cute. How much is that?
2 copper pieces.
2 copper.
Hand over the money.
Thank you, thank you.
No, thank you. See you tonight.
And they once again utter a blessing to Cord as you go.
I repeat it back to them.
Okay. Did you want to enter the shark state?
Yes! Restart. I want to. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, you can enter the shark staging. So there's like a small stage at one end, and you see they've set up a table with several places. There's a big half orc up there, like looks more orc than half orc. Quite tall, maybe 6'8", bulky shoulders, hair tied back on a high knot. It's like there's like a halfling up there as well, sat kicking their legs at the table with their plate in front of them. And then there's someone taking names, essentially, asks if you want to sign up.
Yes,
Yes.
please.
Just the 2 of you?
You go ahead.
You sure?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Shark stating contest? We can fit you in the next round.
Yes.
Please take a seat.
Opposite you.
Is there a prize?
The prize is, hang on, give me 1 second.
Oh yeah, I suppose we should ask him that. We don't care. We just
You
want
don't
to
care.
eat
You
shark.
just want the free food.
Yeah.
The prize is a bottle of mood mark paint. Yeah.
Ooh.
Is that like a mood ring, but just paint?
I guess that's what
The kids
were wearing.
Yes, yeah.
So it's a small jar of paint, and you can apply it to your face or in markings on your skin, and it will take on a visual that essentially shows off what your mood is at the time.
That's well cute.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, are you ready?
Yes.
Yes.
The half-orc and the halfling sit like sort of flanking the two of you at the table. Okay. We're going to see how many steaks you can eat in 30 minutes. Okay.
Okay.
Dex for speed.
I say it's a half orc in orcish. Hope your eyes aren't bigger than your belly.
Laughs, says back in orcish, "Oh no, I'm the champion of this."
Bring it on.
Okay, for the first steak, I would like you to make a dexterity check for speed.
Okay.
It's cocked.
16.
16.
Just a dex. Add my dex modifier, or
Just a dex.
yeah. So 21.
21, okay. 16 for Maze. And then a constitution check.
18.
Okay. You get the first stakes down. Icarus, you're extremely speedy, and you see the half-orc glance over to you as he's shoveling this shark steak into his mouth. And it's like... Maze, you're just behind the half-orc, and the halfling who's like desperately trying to cut the steak and eat it. It's like, uh-oh.
Shove it in.
The mistake is cutting it.
Just eat.
Can you make me another dex check?
Oh god.
Nope, that's a 2. It's 5.
9 for me.
Okay.
We're a little bit slower this time.
Whew. The half-orc shows off slightly for the second one. Just picks up the steak and like
Oh my god.
shoves the whole thing into his mouth. Can you make me a con check?
Nat 20.
Now 20!
23!
We may not be fast, but we go in strong.
You see the halfling flagging behind has finished their first one and is on to the second one, but it's like they're barely chewing it, like trying to swallow it down without chewing.
God.
Made me another dex check.
Oh, feck.
12.
6, 7. 8. No, 8. 8. Slow and steady wins the race.
Yeah.
Okay. The half-orc chucks back another one. Halfling's flagging so far behind now, he's just sort of their shoulders starting to sag like, eat the steak.
You got this.
You two are also flagging behind as you see the half-orc move on to his next one, where you're still working on this third one.
I want to slap myself in the chest and give myself some guidance.
Fair enough. But first we'll make a con check.
11.
So that is 19.
You're okay. Maze, you have to make your next dex check at disadvantage.
Oh. Guidance.
Okay. You slap yourself in the chest, a bit of divine energy bursts through, gives you some guidance for the next stake. Pandora, you're watching from the crowd, and quite a crowd has gathered now who are, come on, shove it down! Another dex check.
Come on. Yes. Okay.
8.
14. 17.
17, okay. The halfling just drops their head and just gives up on the next step.
No, you got this!
The half-orc slows down, is halfway through the fourth one. Icarus, you get the fourth stake down. It's been, like, I would say over the course of doing this, it's now been like 20 minutes of this. Maze, you're still on the fourth stake.
Mm-hmm.
Can you make me a constitution saving throw? Saving throw, yeah.
Nat 20.
19.
19?
With my guidance. That's a 4, 5, 6, 27.
Are you like some bottomless pit or something?
You know this about him.
Yeah, but that's a lot of steak.
Like.
Okay. Make me one last dex check.
God.
To see if the halfling gives up.
19.
Oh no!
Oh no.
I've whiffed it. That's a 7.
A 7. Okay. Make me one last constitution saving throw.
60.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay. Let me just add up.
Did I say the word nads?
I don't know.
I think you did, yeah.
I've never used that word in my life.
That was 5 stakes in total.
God.
You had 2 failures in the total of it. You had 3 failures.
But I had I had 20s.
That's on not throwing up.
No, I had a 20 on the
Yeah.
eating.
Okay. Okay. As the half an hour bell rings out to say that no more stakes are going down, Icarus, you have just got into your 6th one.
Oh my god.
You're moments behind reaching for the next shark stake, and you see the half orc just puts his hands up and be like, I'm done. Icarus, you have won the shark stake.
Yeah!
So close.
By 1 point.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
As Icarus shovels the first bite of a 6th steak into his mouth. And they're like, okay, enough of that, enough. Your prize. They bring up this bottle of mood mark paint.
Good job!
Now you can face paint yourself.
Good going, you.
You are a worthy opponent.
I need to have a drink. I'm gonna hit the bar. Full like a bar. The halfling just waddles off the stage like, oh. Did well for a person half the size of any of the rest of you.
Yeah. Everyone's gonna like slow clap you guys as you come down. I'm exhausted for you.
I feel great.
That was for the shark that attacked us.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
Ah, well, who wants dessert?
You just cannot be serious.
No, yeah, I am.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can find your way down to one of the food tables and find some like honey covered pastries, some other sweets. Pandora watches on in absolute horror. You probably spend another like silver throughout the course of the day on snacks, drinks, various trinkets. And as the day comes to a close, you see that they've started gathering all the children's baskets of food at like a large fire in the middle and started cooking all the food from the community together into one meal. And as the stalls sort of close down for the evening, you see people coming out from behind them and everyone's helping, everyone's laying out plates, everyone's gathering all the food together and laying it out on the table. This goes on for like most part of an hour until it's ready, and then without needing anyone to pay, they ring another bell to say that anyone can come sit down and feast.
Oh.
Wholesome.
Or take a plate and take it and sit somewhere else.
So, do you want a face paint?
Sure.
Yeah?
Nah, I'm good.
Okay. Icarus do like the design he usually does, which is like down his chin. Little lightning bolts coming off it on either side. And some dots.
What mood are you in?
Very elated.
You see it sort of fizzle slightly, and you absolutely get the sensation that Icarus is very, very elated right now.
No.
Cute. Yeah. Pandora's gonna use it to paint laurel leaves on her collarbones.
Oh.
Like, I wanted to try this out for a while. Like, see if I like it.
Yeah, it's cute.
Yeah.
Really suits you.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Nice.
Victorious.
And what mood are you in?
There's simmering stress.
They say it looks really pretty for a moment, and then you just get this like exude of stress coming out of Pandora.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe we should go see the satyrs again. Are they around? I want to look for them.
They are around. It won't take you long. It's not hard to see them skipping about through the crowd with some plates of their own, picking things off, leaning over people's shoulders and like grabbing things off the tables, piling up their food. They spot you again.
Hi.
And wave. You see Troke with like half a pastry sticking out of her mouth. Hi! And Sazu like smack her lightly on the arm. Hi.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi.
Oh.
Busy self with food.
We're gonna go down and sit on the beach.
Yeah?
Do you want to come?
Sure, why not?
Sure.
Yeah.
Grab some bottles of drinks and off we go.
Plates of food.
Some plates of food.
Carry them down to the pebble beach. You can hear the water lapping gently against the stone on the boat, sort of bobbing on the very small harbour. It's a lot more peaceful than the harbour in Erin, which is always bustling. Hardly anyone out here now, although there are a few other groups, a couple of families sat out on the beach as well. And the two girls sit down and sort of sit either side of Maze. And then Troke turns and just engages you two in conversation.
Oh no! So I won the steak eating contest. So I've got this face paint if you want to use it.
Please?
Yeah? Okay.
I'd love to.
Oh, draw whatever she wants on her face.
She just wants you to put like a few pretty dots on her face.
Oh, do some pretty dots on her face.
Imagine it's like Coachella face.
Coachella.
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 At Cordy Gras.
500 gold fine.
Sazu's just like twisting one of her plaits.
Nice view down here.
Yeah, there is.
You've left me alone, I can't flirt.
So what are you doing in town?
We're just here on some business from the school.
That's cool.
Yeah, we're doing our final exams, so just trying to get prepared for tough tasks and stuff.
Lean around, Trock, and just be like, Maze is top of their class. Lean back around.
So are those two.
Still, that's impressive.
Thanks.
So can you like fight and stuff?
Yeah, I specialize in stealth and being really quick on my feet.
Well, I'm glad I was able to spot you. And then you see that she goes bright pink. What she just said, like, oh, that was bad.
I mean, not many people can if I don't want to be seen, so... That also goes bright pink, because what am I saying?
Takes the mood paint, like pointedly gives it to Maze.
Maze is a great artist, so like maybe they can do some art on your arms or your face or something.
Oh, that would be amazing. Would you do that?
Sure. What do you want?
Anything. Just holds out her arms.
I'll do a crane, because I'm really good at those.
And then the mood is immediately just like flustered. Oh, that's really pretty.
Thanks. I have a sketchbook.
Can I look through? Is that okay?
Yeah, I'll just...
Shuffles closer.
Yeah, I'll just show them some of the little sketches. Like, gloss over the pages that are all incomprehensible cipher nonsense. And just go back to all the paintings. Like, here you go.
She takes it, she's flicking through, like really interested. Troke is like, we should walk down to the water line.
That'd be nice. Let's go. Let's go do that right now. Like right now.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Takes both your hands and just walks you straight down to the water line. And says he's like,
bullying.
you're a really, really great artist.
Thanks. I've been doing it for a long time. You're a really great masseuse.
Thanks. It's a family craft. You think we're great, you should see our mom.
Yeah, moms are usually better at this kind of stuff. My mom's a better painter than I am.
You shouldn't put yourself down like that.
No, it's true. She's really talented.
Well, I'm glad you came to Eras Minorix.
Yeah, me too.
Are you staying long?
At least the night.
Okay. I was hoping you'd be staying longer than that.
We've got something we're doing in the morning, but maybe we'll stick around for the festivities a little bit longer tomorrow.
Oh, they'll be wrapping up tonight anyway.
Oh,
Back to work tomorrow. But you can always come find us at the massage parlor.
okay.
My mom would love to meet you. That's a terrible thing to say. Sorry.
It's okay. Sure.
Can I hold your hand?
Yes.
She puts her hand in yours.
Kiss the girl from the Little Mermaid.
Sha-la-la-la-la-la. Get out of here, fish boy. You're not a crab. Sort of absentmindedly like tucking away the many stray hairs they always have, and then being like, no, and ruffling them back out, and just sort of sat there in quiet contemplation of, oh god, I'm really not good at this.
So
I mean, you're really cute.
oh, thank you. So are you.
Thanks. Sorry, I'm usually really busy. I don't get the chance to relax like this.
Oh, well, I hope you're having a good time.
Yeah. It's nice.
Okay. Would you be really upset if I kissed you?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
And she kisses you. You three down the waterline, you see Troke every sort of 30 seconds or so, like looking over her shoulder.
Oh, we're doing the same, yeah. Trying to be subtle, but really not.
You're not doing a very good job at being
No,
subtle.
really not. No. What the water?
Yeah.
Don't look.
Troke's tail is like, wag.
Get him, Maze.
We should go back to the town. They're distracted right now.
We should go find lodgings.
This is cruelty. My passive perception is 18. I'll notice when you leave.
You do. You see the three of them like walking back up the beach.
But no,
Sasu sees what you're doing and is immediately like just shuffles in closer and lets you and pretends like she hasn't noticed. This is nice.
it's a beautiful view.
Yeah.
Must be great looking out over the sea like this every night.
It is. I mean, it's a small town. It's not as interesting as Erin.
Oh. I'm from a, well, small island in the first place, so I like views like this. Erin's cool though.
I'd like to see it sometime. Maybe I'll come visit you.
Yeah. Show you in the city. Take you to the arena and do some cool fights.
Okay, I've never been.
We're, not to brag, we're kind of friends with some of the gladiators at the arena, so...
Wow. They're like famous, right?
Yeah. It's a long story.
Well, you have to tell me all about it sometime.
Sure.
Seeing as they've ditched us, should we go for a walk?
Yes. I will hold her hand.
You're able to find some lodgings in the town. There's a where is it?
A pretty tick next to set up maze.
So naughty.
You're able to find some lodgings in the town. There's a fanciful tavern decorated with actual glass windows with pretty colours in them. It's called the Scarlet Blade. You're able to get some lodgings there for the night.
Maybe we should send a message to Maze and tell them where we are.
I'll give them some time
I
first.
give them some time, but it's
I don't want to just intrude into their mind when they might be like smooching it up or whatever.
yeah, let them smooch it up a bit longer.
The room for the three of you for the night will be 8 silver.
Cool.
It's a nice room, and you're able to, get some. There's the three of you, and not the three of you with the Satan.
Is that 8 silver each or
No,
total?
for the room. Yeah.
Okay.
I've
just paid 3 silver out of mine. Okay.
Cool. Yeah, you're able to find a room, and Maze, you can stay out, speaking to Sazu as long as you want to. Speaking.
Smooching.
Smooching in the moonlight.
Yeah. To be fair, might be a little bit cheeky and be like, I hope it's not too forward. Do you want to like go spend the night somewhere? Don't have to do anything, but like.
Oh hell yeah! She is up for that.
Okay, we'll go find somewhere else to stay. I guess I will get a message off Pandora at some point, and I'll just be like, don't wait up.
You go find, she knows another small place you can stay, and she grabs a couple of bottles of sweet wine on the way in. You have a great night.
Yeah, we do.
Hell yeah! Like if Pandora passes on that Maze said, don't wait up, it could just like punch the alley.
Alright. The morning rolls around, unless anyone's doing anything else.
Probably studying a bit with like her spellbook that she has with her. She's like, again, simmering stress, just like, I'm gonna get stuff done when we get back. We're gonna get, we're gonna be fine when we get back.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. They wouldn't, say we were ready for the final exams if they didn't believe we were.
Yeah, but I don't feel ready, so that's the point.
I know, but at this point in time, there's no point in stressing, because you're just gonna work yourself up too much. She kind of hears you, but doesn't answer you, and carries on. Get off! Just like a cat will lie his head on your book. We'll try and like slam it around your face. Come on, put it down.
No,
Put it down.
I need to study.
No,
Yes, I do.
no, not tonight. Have some fun.
I have had fun.
Then keep having it. Just relax for one night.
Fine.
We'll wait till Icarus goes to sleep and
Keep
read in the dark.
You valid. The morning rolls around. You're able to get in contact with Baze, who's feeling quite smug this morning.
Hell yeah.
Very cuddly awakening.
Yay!
A bit of that mood paint is smudged from Sazu onto you as you come down, and you can just see smug and pleased radiating off Maze.
Nice. Hey.
Hey.
Hi.
Hi.
Good night.
Yep.
Great night, huh?
She's cute.
She was really cute.
Free massages.
Ooh. Nice.
You do have to set off fairly early. You were told by the bard first light heading into the hills, so it's probably still simmering darkness as you head on out of the town of Eras Minorix. You see the remnants of the festival littered with like goblets and empty bottles of wine, things that are going to be cleared up today after they've had their revelry. You head on up through the path that leads winding up into the hills. You see a landscape of rolling peaks of the hills and pine trees, thick luscious greenery about your feet, the sun starting to beat down as it rises through gaps in the thin trees, walking for hours and hours, until then eventually you catch sight of what you think might be an obelisk somewhere up on one of the hills. As you're walking towards it, you hear heavy rumbling, the sounds of dozens of hooves pounding on the hot earth, racing towards you at a rapid pace. You brace yourselves at the sound, and that is where we'll end tonight.
Dang!
Hell yeah.
Oh my god.
What happened?
Glad you stayed for the festival.
Hell yeah.
Oh, Maze!
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah!
Maze has got themselves a girlfriend.
Oh well.
Oh, what a shame!
Oh jeez. Why must you bully me with romance?
This is revenge. This is Cassian revenge.
That's valid. I can respect that.
Now you'll squirm.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for playing.
Thank you for
Thanks.
jamming!
No
Thanks.
problem.
Thanks for shock steak contest.
That was fun. That was fun.
So glad none of us got shock sweats afterwards.
Oh my god.
Oh, the shark sweats.
No. Not the shock shits. Icarus up in the middle of the night with the shock shits. Gaffy buck!
Thank you guys so much for playing. And thank you guys so much for watching. We hope you've enjoyed this light-hearted episode of the Delphos Saga. What could come next? What could possibly come next?
Shock hoops.
Get back!
Until next time, we are NyxRising. We love you. And
So
we'll
much.
see you on Wednesday. Bye!
Hey friends, it's Maze. Happy Cordy Gras, and hope you enjoyed the festival as much as we did. Thank you so much to Nancy M for tonight's fan-created NPC, Euphrasia Kitharoidas the Bard. You can support us at patreon.com/NyxRising for more perks like NPCs, or you can show your support on YouTube via the join button. Special thanks as always to our executive producers, Adira A, Emily Hogarth, Alissa, Stef Sharp, Katelyn Ferguson, Alexandra Johnson, and Liam Moran. Until next time, don't forget to celebrate each other, and we'll see you on Wednesday.